I quite often get asked why I don't kind of live in London trying to be a musician. And I'd love to live in London for like a couple of weeks. It's a bit too busy. I really need kind of space and trees and walks and
water.
Yeah, and water. Being near the water is like, even kind of living in Suffolk all my life, you're always about half an hour away from the sea, and it's just kind of grounding.
If she hasn't made it clear enough, Bessie Turner is a country girl. So where better to catch up with the girl described as a star in the making than the idyllic Pin Mill near Ipswich, her favourite location to shoot her music videos.
Big Sleep was mostly filmed, and we borrowed our friend's boat and nearly fell in the water around here and in the forest and just on the shore up there. And the words you say when I was cycling down the road up there and filming on the boat.
Because your videos and your songs are all kind of very romantic, a bit whimsical.
Yeah.
But there's a sense of humour there as well.
I'm glad. I think that the songs are kind of, if you kind of really delve into them, they're quite sad. Like they're quite an outlet for me. But I think it is really important to kind of show as much personality as you can. Like I'm not a particularly serious person.
Bessie grew up in villages around Eye. She spent a couple of years actually living on one of the boats here in Pin Mill. Her jazz musician grandfather gave her a guitar at the age of 11, and she's been writing and performing ever since.
I've always sang. I've always been incredibly shy and underconfident with it, but I've kind of always known that I could maybe hold a tune. Apparently I used to sing like the Little Mermaid kind of when I was in the bath before I even spoke, so...
Oh really?
Apparently.
So you were destined to be a singer?
I don't know about that.
A little shy? Yes. Modest? For sure. But that doesn't mean there's a lack of ambition. In fact, when Bessie decided singing was what she wanted to do, rather than approaching a record company, she started one up with a friend. And when Don't Try Records released her debut single, it was viewed and streamed online more than 10,000 times within the first 12 hours.
I was so surprised. If it had got like a few hundred, I'd have been really pleased, and I was just in shock. It was like the happiest, weirdest day ever.
Whilst playing at a friend's birthday party, Bessie was spotted by a radio producer. Within weeks, her music was being played on national radio, and she was asked to perform at Latitude Music Festival in Suffolk.
I was so happy. I really never ever envisaged, like kind of in the back of my head, like a little dream that I'd probably never vocalise, because I don't know, it's embarrassing sometimes to be like, oh, I'm going to be this or do that. But no, it was just the best day ever. I was so happy.
But Bessie is under no illusion how hard it is to make a living as a musician. Because you've got lots of different jobs, haven't you?
Yeah. I am assistant manager at the Woolpack in Ipswich, a lovely pub. I work for a catering company for a lady called Val. I work for another like little independent vintage selling company as well.
And yet you can hear your songs on national radio.
You have to. I think people think it's like a really glamorous lifestyle, but I still minimum wage and work really hard. But I think that, you have to just support yourself.
So it's not all about the glamour, but maybe a little bit. A social media posting revealed a recent meeting with another Suffolk singer, someone who gave Bessie some advice.
He was saying that, if you're a singer, you should sing every day, and, don't drink too much. That was one of the... He was saying that if you're going to work, you wouldn't turn up, after having a glass of wine. So just take it seriously and just try really hard. He's a grafter who's tried so hard.
Well, that makes two of them then. Bessie is writing new music and has her sights set high.
I would love to go on Jules Holland. That's another bucket list for me. Glastonbury. I'd love to release an album, probably the year after next. Just keep making music and see where it goes.